Hello, it's Washaholic Wednesday, and today I'm going to talk about Carpe Diem, seize the day, and how this is having a big impact on me and how it can impact you. So right now I happen to be standing right here inside our training facility at Powerwash University. We are doing a class on kitchen exhaust cleaning. If you're interested in it, reach out to us, but that's not what the video is about. It's about Carpe Diem. So I recently attended an online event through the Conquer program. It's called the Summit, which is a great event if you're looking to it's like really good business coaching, reach out to those guys. But one of the speakers there was Brian Moran with the 12-week year. It has the book, check the book out, I think it's great too. But he spoke about Carpe Diem, seize the day. And it really had a big impact on me to hear these things again and kind of relate back to my life over the past 2 years. Originally, when I bought this building I'm standing in now was in October of 2018, and my plan in 2019 was to take my daughter on a trip to Europe, father-daughter trip, which as a parent, I love to do those kind of things. And my kids enjoy it as well. And we've been talking about it and kind of planning it for a couple of years. But because I bought this building, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna wait till 2020 instead of doing that trip in 2019. And as I sat there and reflected on this the other day, as I'm watching this, I'm like, you know what? I should have done that trip in 2019. It would have been the best thing to do, because reflecting back, I know I had struggles with getting this going and stuff and getting it all up in time for the season and all that, but I still could have made the trip. But I didn't do it, and I wish I had, because what happened in 2020, we all know COVID hit. I should have seized the day and took advantage of those opportunities that were there in front of me, because you never know what's gonna happen in the future. So with that being said, I actually did this about mid-2020 is where I started reflecting back on what happened over the past couple of years on my contract cleaning business. Now, those of you that don't know all that I do, I'm not just in training and selling power washing supplies. I also have a contract cleaning business, and I have two of them. I have one in kitchen exhaust cleaning, I have one in truck washing. And so I actually started as a contract cleaner in 1985. So I have a lot of years of history. So I just started reflecting and looking at the performance of different years through probably 2000 and I'm gonna get on my years, 2020. Yeah, between 2000 and 2010. I just looked at my contract cleaning businesses, what I'd done for a net bottom line over those years. And let me look here on the board real quick. And I just so I always try to get better and better as I progress each year, or at least stay somewhat similar. And I started realizing that I hadn't applied myself like I should have, as in seize the day. And so, I took, 2000, and then I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just went through those years and did something like, okay, this year I made a 5% net. This year I made a 20% net. This year I did a 15% net. And I just started applying this all those different years. And I said, you know what? That was my worst year in being able to have a net, and here's my best year. And then I took between 2010 through, 2020 wasn't really done, but to the beginning of 20, so I basically took 9 years then. And then I said, okay, if I would have had what I should have done with these two businesses, and I did 5% to 20% on the high end, then this is what I should have done with all those sales for that course of 10 years. And it's funny how as time goes by, you don't really realize the little things that kind of just keep slipping and slipping and slipping, and how they can accumulate and how it can add up to a big sum. And this is where I'm going with this. So in the course of 10 years, for a net profit I came up with a calculation that I missed out on anywhere from 1.5 to 5 million in net profit that I should have been able to take to the bottom line, pay tax on and all that fun stuff, but at least have that profit from those companies if I would have applied a lot of the techniques and been more present with making sure that those companies were being as productive as they could have been, and applying a lot of things that I'm learning. And so it was real interesting to hear this presentation about Carpe Diem and seize the day, and I think about it on a personal level, in my personal life, and then at a professional level, on the professional side of running my businesses. So I wanted to share that with you. I think it's very impactful if you can apply it, and by all means, go out and get that book, The 12-Week Year. I think it'll help you as well. So that's this week's Washaholic Wednesday. I'm Mike Hinderliter, Dean of Powerwash, Powerwash University, Powerwash.com. Have a safe and successful week. Take care.